Hi Gemini, welcome into a brief next 48-hour tarot reading for you. I do of course want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading, but as we proceed, do keep in mind this is general and it's meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you, beginning around when you were guided or drawn to this video. Now, before we jump into the oracle I pre-pulled for you from the Queen of the Moon deck and then some Mystic Mondays tarot, I did channel an overall message for you. And that being time to prove the haters wrong. You're about to see real results. Bear with me. Time to prove the haters wrong. You're about to see real results. So naturally, you can put two and two together and see that in the next 48, you're seeing your hard work paying off. And it feels like there are naturally some people, some naysayers, could even be for some drawn to the reading, family, friends, people that you do consider close to you, even potentially people you trust, right? But this could be complete strangers, people viewing your work online for some, and it feels like you're truly going to be proving them wrong through the results of that you're seeing come to be in the next 48, right? Again, your hard work paying off, and it's this feeling that, okay, Spirit's on your side. And I'm also getting the fact that you are just seeing something grow and prosper for oneself. So a sense of whatever you've been working very hard on, right? Putting your blood, sweat, and tears towards, or even just began, it feels like you're seeing progress with that. Beautiful. So moving on to the oracle. I honestly don't think I've ever gotten this in a reading. We have the focus card. So don't be surprised when there's a feeling about the next 48 where you just feel the need to stay focused on your craft, on your work, on building a business for some. Could be the success for your job. But I do feel like Spirit's reminding you to notice when you feel focused on something random in the next 48, because I do feel as if that's a spiritual being working through you to help you remember and or notice something. Okay, there could be a lesson wrapped up into it. But naturally with this butterfly here, I'm hearing you're going to be thinking about your individual transformation and even the transformation of whatever it is that we're highlighting that you've been working on. And again, you're seeing results for. But it's this gratifying feeling in the next 48 while you blossom, and it just feels like, again, what you've been putting your efforts towards is blossoming. You're proving these negative people wrong. Or just, they might not be negative people, but just the doubts being wiped away by you just doing what you do and doing it well. All right. And for some of you, this might be wrapped up stemming from a risk you decided to take, and people, whether it was stemming from a caring intention or not, it just feels like they doubted that it was going to be the right choice for you. And now you're showing them it absolutely was. I was trusting my intuition. And for some, you were following your passion is what I'm getting. The Star card, the Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful. So the next 48 shows people that you are one independent individual. This might be a continuation of which, but it just feels like with the peacock imagery, you're showing off a bit. It might be this effortless showing off that just feels quite natural in the next 48 and surrounding it, where you just, again, do what you do and you do it well, and then it just proves to be worthy and successful in the end. But I do feel like there's potentially a highlight on why you're feeling a little bit incomplete in one way, shape, or form, potentially needing to address in a very simplistic, productive manner that a bit of that void within, right? You might be feeling your work, whether it's your business, a job, both, multiple jobs, that's thriving for you and bringing you monetary and just monetary success, growth, right? Progress once again. But you might be missing that ultimate perfect romance for oneself or relationship, right? Or it might just be that you don't have enough time to spend with connections like friends and family. But either way, I just feel like there's something that you will be thinking about at least at one, if not multiple points in the next 48. I feel like I'm missing something, right? Or just there's this incomplete feeling for one reason or another. And I do feel like your hunger for more is coming into play. Now, there's going to be a moment or two in the next 48 where you close your eyes. This could be when you're going to sleep. It could just be a moment where you close your eyes to, for any random reason, right? And then you may see a vision. You might find that this is when something comes to mind of importance for oneself, could be a flashback to the past, to tie into what lies ahead for oneself, and potentially also what's at hand in the present day situation. But we also have the Ten of Cups and the Star card. So I do feel like Spirit's saying this is a 48-hour period that reminds you you don't need to settle for less, right? You don't need to give any power or value to people's negative or doubtful or fearful opinions and judgments, right? Even if you once did. This may even prove to you individually, for some drawn to the reading, that listening to them might have to come to be, right? You might have to keep an open ear, but to use your own judgment, discernment, and they're saying common sense, right? Trust your intuition and discard what feels negative and could potentially push you away from or pull you away from doing what's right for you. So it's just this feeling of empowerment in the midst of seeing true results once again. Now, I do feel like there could be one person or multiple people. It could be a situation you're wrapped up with. Could be your spiritual connection making you a bit nervous, or your empathic abilities, picking up on somebody else's energy, or multiple. But I do feel as if you will easily shake that off. I also feel like your connection to, if you look at this violin here, your connection to music will take a highlight. That could be absolutely a way for Spirit to communicate with you. But I feel like there's a reminder that at this point along your path, you are aligned with who and what you're meant to when the time is right. You'll accomplish what you need to when the time is right. There's a sense of being prevented from continuing a connection or a situation. This could be more past energy, but for some it's present day, where there's something that can't continue per se in order to prevent you from seeing something go in the wrong direction, right? Or just certain other negative benefits, interesting, other negative side effects even. It may just simply be a connection or a living situation or a job where your energy is not affected in a positive manner. Anyways, they're saying remember that who you decide to associate oneself with, wrap oneself up with, you tend to become more like these people, still being in touch with your individuality, right? But a brief reminder that you do become more like these people, picking up on certain habits and stuff of that nature, even thought processes. They're saying in strategies. So just be selective as to who you keep within your circle and you associate oneself with. They're saying just because you work and or live with somebody or multiple people doesn't mean you have to be associating oneself with them. You might have to work close with them, but just be strategic once again. The Three of Pentacles, because I do feel like naturally they're highlighting that you're being noticed, right? They're saying the dots are starting to connect piece by piece, dot by dot. And I feel like the spiritual meaning of a triangle coming into play, but I do feel like people are seeing you in a very bold and positive, hardworking light. And this may help you gain an advantage in one way, if not multiple ways. I do feel like either way, the attention's gonna feel, for some, a little bit nerve-wracking, especially if you don't expect it. But for some, it feels necessary, right? Say it's to grow your online business. It could be to gain a new opportunity, whether it's within the same company you work for or a new job. It could be a business expansion. I'm hearing somebody will want to invest in some of which drawn to the reading. But and somebody of importance, bear with me, the messages are rolling on in. But it just feels like, once again, this is a very powerful, focused, successful next 48 for you, where the stars are aligning for you, okay? Your inspiration to other people, that's coming into play. That's shining for people to appreciate. So now I'm feeling like there is a level of gratitude and appreciation coming towards you. I'm hearing, don't be surprised if somebody admits that they were wrong, okay? And I feel like as well with this moon here, your connection to the moon will take a highlight. It is the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. But also, given that is a circle, I feel like you're reminding oneself, or you're just being a shining example, or both, of the fact that completion at times is a must and leads you towards more success. For example, I feel like specific Gemini or multiple drawn to the reading had a job that they left behind to move towards running a business or towards another job for oneself. And somebody, if not multiple people in your life, did not think that was the right choice. Due to fear stemming from their situation for your situation, just potentially being judgmental. And whether they meant it well or not, you're proving them wrong because it feels like you're succeeding through whatever it is you move towards or started to get off the ground. And I just feel like, once again, the next 48 highlights the fact that you're transforming through your work, transforming through who you choose to associate oneself with. So again, be selective with that. And you're just changing on a core level, and this is beautiful. As again, you're proving the haters wrong left and right in the next 48 and surrounding it, and you're seeing the sweet results all the meanwhile. Beautiful. So I hope this was really helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the next 48, and I'll see you next time.